Hey man, good evening, everybody. Man, this is interview with the mogul tonight, Morris Smith, aka Motor Real Estate Guy. I hope y'all are ready. Got your pen and paper out, man. This will be a very interesting interview. A whole lot of good questions will be asked, and a whole lot of great answers will be given. Make sure y'all are paying attention. Lock in, man. Let's go. Know what time? Let me go ahead and invite some people to this interview. Yes, sir. So if y'all don't know who he is, I'll let him tell you better than I can tell you. But he is definitely a real estate mogul. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. How you doing tonight? Icy Sip Louie, what's good? Kid Ja, what's good? Hey man, it's gonna be a dope interview right here, man. Y'all know what time it is, man. Make sure y'all share your lives right now. Share those lives. This will be a very informative interview right here, man. What's good? What's good? What's good, everybody? What's good? Okay, he on here. Let me go ahead and add him to the live real quick. How you doing? How you doing, King?
What's up? What's up, fam? What's happening? How you doing?
Man, nothing much, man. How you living?
Man, I'm good, man. Blessed. How about
Man, that's
yourself, man?
good. Man, I can't complain, man. I'm blessed and highly favored, man.
Yeah.
Honored that you would even sit down and do an interview with me, man.
Oh man, all good, man.
Absolutely, man.
Yeah.
So
I
for the people
appreciate
that
you.
don't know, we're gonna go ahead and jump right into it, man. I'm gonna let you introduce yourself, let everybody know who you are and what you do for a living.
All right, so I appreciate you for having me on your show, man. My name is
Absolutely.
my name is Mo. I'm a barber, barber by trade, but also a real estate entrepreneur, real estate investor as well, and real estate agent.
Absolutely, man. So how did you get into the field of real estate from barbering? Because I'm a licensed barber as well. I've cut hair for 18 years,
Mm-hmm.
all over Atlanta, everything. And I went from basically that to what I'm doing right now. So how was your transition from cutting hair to into real estate?
Well, see, they both kind of go hand in hand because I was doing both at the same time. Um,
Okay.
Initially, I started out right out of college.
Okay.
Um, when I was cutting hair in a shop in Alabama at the time when I was in college. I went to Stillman College,
Okay.
and
Shout out to Stillman.
yeah, and so HBCU, and
Absolutely.
there was a lady who used to always come into the barber shop, and she was always, asking me about, and I think you should get your real estate license. And she was just real adamant about it. And
Okay.
and so when I finished college, man, because even at the time when I was cutting hair at the shop, I wasn't, thinking about no real estate. And then by the time I finished college, I had opened up my shop. But
Okay.
I wanted something to fall back on as well because I was cutting, but I really wasn't, really sold on just cutting hair.
Okay.
And so I went and got my real estate license. And after I got eventually, took the test a few times. I failed it twice. Third time, went back, took it. I ain't tell nobody. Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah, passed the test. And then just jumped into sales, man, right away. So I was doing both of them, at the same time. I was cutting and I was selling houses. And this
Wow.
was like 14 years ago.
Okay. That was my next question. How long you been in the game so far?
Yeah, so I've been cutting hair for about 20 years, but
Okay.
I've been a licensed agent for about 14, 15, going on 15 years now.
Oh, wow. Man, that's
Yeah.
dope. So have you transitioned from just real estate agent to real estate broker?
No, so actually I'm still not a broker. I'm still just an agent.
Okay.
I never had no real desire to go get my broker license.
Absolutely.
But I could still do it if I chose to. But I just never had no real desire to go and get you know, my broker license.
Absolutely. So you said you went to Stillman. So did you go? Was it for business or what was your major when you went to school?
Yeah, so I have a degree in business management.
Okay. So do you feel as though that degree actually benefits you and helps you with doing your own business, or could you really have done without it? Because a lot
So
of people get stuck in I have to go to school for business, or I got to have a degree to even start a business.
nah, you don't have to have a degree, man. But I can honestly say, because of course, we see a lot of back and forth online about, you don't have to go to college or you should go to college. But I tell people like this, I appreciate college for relationships.
Absolutely.
I appreciate college for structure
Absolutely.
because a lot of times, when you go to these institutes, you learning more than just curriculum. You know,
Absolutely.
you really learning how to maneuver in the world. You know, and so I think just going to college, really just prepared me more so for the world, for the outside world, outside of just saying I got a degree. You know,
Okay.
and because a lot of the stuff that I do now, it don't require a degree, you know.
Absolutely.
But I'll tell anybody it's more of a personal accomplishment, and I wouldn't tell no one not to go to school, or not, not to go get your college degree. So, uh, a lot of people try to downplay it. Try to downplay going to school, like as if you don't need to go to school, but you know,
Absolutely.
I encourage people to go to college, man, and get that experience, get that, learn that curriculum. It did semi prepare me for what I'm doing for as business wise.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Do you think? Because I actually got my degree as well. I went to college as well. I ended up paying about $67,000. Do you? Yeah, that's before I didn't know no better. I was just taking loans out from everywhere, pulling money from everywhere. I can honestly say it does help me a little bit, but I wish I would have thought about the $67,000 before I would have went and got all those loans and stuff, man.
Yeah.
Because just starting out in business, man, that's a huge debt to start out with.
Yeah.
And oh man, I wish I'd have thought about it though. So I'm pretty sure that your debt wasn't as bad as mine by the time you was done your school.
Nah, but I did have student loans, but the thing is, once I finished college, man, I initially started paying back on my student loans. So
Absolutely.
I didn't put myself in a bad position like some people. The more you put them off in deferment, people keep deferring your loans, man.
Yeah.
It's best to just go ahead and start paying them if you have them.
Absolutely.
And that's what I did. So a lot of stuff, man. I was always told that I was before my time. But
Absolutely.
when I was coming along, because a lot of stuff I did at an early age. I got my real estate license at 22. I opened up my barbershop at 22.
Wow.
When by the time I turned 23, I had bought my first house, and so a lot of those things that I did early on put me in a good position where I'm at now. You know.
Absolutely. Hey man, that's inspiring. 22, own business, already real estate license. 23, first house. Man, so
Yeah.
how was your first year in business, man? A lot of people that first year be, whew, how was your first year in business?
Man, it was scary just opening up the shop because for one, I didn't have, I had saved up a few $1,000s to open up this business, right? And
Mm-hmm.
so a lot of it was just off of faith, off of faith and just courage, because I remember before I even opened up the shop, I used to see the building when I was, in college. I used to see the building all the time, and I would walk up and down the side. I walked up and down the sidewalk because I said if this building is available when I'm, when I get out of school, then I'm a I'm gonna put a shop right there.
Absolutely.
And it just so happened that the building was available when I finished college. And when I finished college, man, I ended up having to call my people, man, my sister, to try to get the building for me. And she helped me get the building, and I built out the shop. Uh, the first year of business, I did real well. I did so well in business my first year. It was kind of scary, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I definitely listen. I done did the barbershop in Atlanta thing. So yeah, definitely as just a basic barber, you're gonna hit 100,000 as a basic barber just doing regular fades and bald heads. So when you take it from that level to the ownership level, you got 6-7 barbers in the shop. It is scary, especially if you already have a buzz as a barber and then you open up a shop.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I definitely understand that.
Yeah, and like I said, it's just been blessed, man, with the business as a whole. Just I had no idea, like, coming out of college, I opened up a shop, and you go to school for business, but then you turn around and you just couldn't help.
Yeah.
And that's what I was doing. I was just I was cutting, and I cut my way to success. Not to say that I knew what I was doing. I was just a lot of stuff was just trial and error.
Absolutely. That's the best teacher though. There's no better teacher than trial and error. Like I say, man, there's only so much they can put in the book. For you have to get out there. You got to jump into the water.
Absolutely.
So another one of my questions is, in your first year of business, what was a problem that came up that totally caught you out of the blind? You did not expect it at all.
Oh man, I really can't think of nothing that that really just caught me off guard. Initially, when I first came in business, I can't really think of nothing because it seemed like see, I'm a hustler, man. So, and I'm a grinder, and so I never, even if something did come up, I never really made any type of excuses about it. I'm the type person, I beat the pavement, man. I beat the pavement. I do what I gotta do. We ain't gonna cry about spilled milk. We just gonna get
Absolutely.
to it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And that's one thing I say about being a barber, man, and doing it for a while. That hustle it got to be in you, bro. Because when you start off in the barbershop, ain't nobody finna throw nobody in your chair.
No.
You got to be out there with them flyers, bro. You got to be out there with them business cards, talking to people, people into your chair, man. And like I tell everybody, that's what drives my hustle now with any other business that I start is that barbershop, bro. It taught me how to be there first in the morning to the last person out the shop.
Yeah.
Told me how to stand in one place for hours without moving, to be patient. I'm talking about, man, it teaches you focus because every haircut has to be like, you can't like a regular job where you could just start to slack off in the middle. Nah, every person that sits in that chair has to get the same treatment, that VIP treatment, or you're going to lose business.
Absolutely.
Like, so as a barber, being a barber really did teach me branding. Like it teaches you how to brand yourself as a business, man.
Yeah. You learn a lot. Definitely learn a lot.
Absolutely. And you learn a lot from for the people that's around you. Because I can honestly say, man, like watching the older barbers that was in the shop before me, been doing it years before me, watching how they work and how they conduct their business, bruh. Like you got some of the most smartest people in the world that are barbers that stand behind barber chairs, man.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, for sure. That's true. That's real true.
And like, as a barber, you're a barber. You're a consultant. You're a business consultant. You're a relationship consultant. You're an ear for everybody that has a problem. Like, it's a whole lot more that comes with being a barber, man. It's like a whole lot more personal touch versus just a transaction every day.
Right.
So definitely. So okay, my other question: if you had the choice to avoid all the struggles as an entrepreneur, would you, and why?
Nah, because it wouldn't make me the person who I am today.
Absolutely.
You definitely got to go through those struggles. You got to go through those, those hard times. I can say I remember when, going back to the barbershop, um, outside of my first year, it seemed like when I got to like my fifth year in the business, it seemed like I hit a dead spot. And so the business wasn't growing like I had anticipated for it to grow. It when I first started, I had about 8, 9 people in the shop working.
Uh-huh.
I was working, so we was just out full fledged for at least 4 years straight, and then
Hmm.
I lost a lot of barbers, lost a lot of a lot of stylists, and so I wasn't used to that. I was used to always having my chairs full, so
Hmm.
that was something I had to deal with, for sure.
Absolutely. Like I said, I done been in that same position. So like owning a shop teaches you how to be your own human resources, your own hiring team, your own marketing team, your own janitor, man. Like, listen, from
Yeah,
top to bottom. And a lot of people that had sat in my chair in the past, man, that was just graduating from high school and stuff and didn't know what they wanted to do, I definitely pointed them into the way of cutting hair, man. Go get your barber degree. It's
right.
18 months in Atlanta. Go get your barber license, man,
Yeah,
and use that as the foundation for whatever you want to do. Like,
yeah,
I don't think there's no other trade out there that teaches you to hustle like a barbershop. And especially in a barbershop where the other barbers in the shop are really good at what they do. So
yeah.
you got to step your game up every day.
Yeah,
Like,
I think the thing is like with our industry, we make money all the time. We make it real fast, and the thing is like I wanted to put my money somewhere where I can have something to show for it. I was like, grinding like hell. So I want to put my money somewhere where it'll turn and not just have it sitting in the bank. And that's one of the reasons why I call it Beyond the Clippers, because I started putting my money into real estate. And so,
absolutely,
yeah, I wanted to go beyond the Clippers and actually show people how to do this, even people in the industry, that if think about it, we don't have a retirement. And so
nah,
you got to
yeah,
create your own retirement plan. You got to put certain things in place. And so
absolutely,
that's what I did. I wanted to put certain things in place for my future.
absolutely. So we're gonna go ahead and jump into the real estate part of this, man. We figured out who you are. You told us who you are as a person, and I'm pretty sure a couple of the listeners are gonna have some type of real estate questions. So I'm going to start asking them for them.
Yeah.
How big of a role does credit play in the home buying process? Because I ain't gonna lie, as a barber, we really wasn't worried about no credit score. You making cash money every day. You
Yeah.
making hundreds of dollars every day. Like for me, I'm still renting right now. So for me, it was like I never really thought about credit. But how big of a role does credit play in the whole home buying process?
So man, they play a big role. I actually been able. I was able, even as a barber, I was able to buy. I bought 2 houses strictly off of my credit score and strictly off of my assets and the money that I have in the bank. You know
Wow,
what I'm saying, without having to show any type of documentation. You get what I mean? So that's
absolutely,
how important and how strong the your credit score is, and how it really affects your buying power.
absolutely. So like, what's the if for a person that's right now trying to get their credit and stuff together and trying to buy a house, like what's the perfect score to shoot for when you're going into the home buying process?
I mean, of course, the higher the better.
Absolutely.
If you got a credit score of 720 or or higher, sometimes sometimes it takes some of the pressure off. But at the end of the day, everybody, it don't matter your credit score. Everybody's still gonna go through the same process. You know,
Absolutely.
they still gonna want to see certain. They still gonna want to see your debt to income ratio. They still gonna want to see, what you own. What else do you have? Because the here's the bank. The bank gives money to people that don't need it. you know, when you go and borrow money, the bank, that's what the bank does. They don't give money to the people that need it, because if you need the
Absolutely.
money, if you need the money, then you're not gonna pay it back.
Absolutely. Makes perfect sense.
Yeah. So even when they doing the housing situation, it's like, you know, when you're going through underwriting, it's like they asking you, really, it's like you under investigation, you
Absolutely.
know, and you have to pretty much, they looking for any reason to say, no, we're not gonna give you this house. They looking for every reason not to.
Okay.
So you have to, in your mind, you have to, you know, you have to you know, put yourself in position, even when you're going through the home buying process. I tell folks, you have to prepare. You have to, like, if I know I want to buy a house in 6 months, I need to prepare myself to buy
Okay.
this house. You know, I can't be on everybody. I can't, you know, like even in your bank account, they look in your bank account and they look at your spending habits. You get what I'm
Okay.
saying? Like people don't understand that part. Like they look at, when they ask for your last 2 month bank statements, and then the underwriter come back and say, hey, I need to see your other 3 months bank statements or 4 months bank statements. They looking at your
Yeah.
spending habits, and they looking at who you owe, who you be paying. Like, a lot of people don't understand the whole process. You got to understand the whole process and how it works.
Man, that's deep, man. And like I say, a lot of young brothers don't understand the process, or don't even have anybody to ask the right questions to
Right.
even get in the process of buying the house. And like you said, you was at 23 years old, you was already a homeowner.
Yeah.
You got people that's 40, 45 years old that home buying has been their dream, but they just don't have the information.
Yeah.
Like, if somebody wanted to talk to you, how do they go about talking to you and to even get into the process of buying a home?
So you say, if you want to talk to me, I offer one-on-one. I offer one-on-one
Okay.
coaching. You know, I got YouTube videos you can go to learn investment process or the home buying process. I pretty much I touch on everything because I'm a generalist. So I got buy and hold rental properties, and I'm a real estate agent. So I can,
Okay.
you know, I can give it to you from all angles, from, you know,
Absolutely.
even wholesaling. I do a little bit of everything. So I can give it to you at all angles. You know, like I said, I've been in the business like 14 years, and so
Okay.
when I created Beyond the Clippers, I had to pretty much rebrand myself, because, you know, people only knew me for, you know, a barber. When
Absolutely.
when people just know that's all you do, you know,
Yeah.
everything else is like, well, I don't know him for that, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you cut hair, but
Yeah,
houses, man, get out of here, man. Like,
right.
bro, you be behind a chair all day. How about you know about flipping houses?
Yeah,
But that's true though, man. But they don't understand, man. We got nothing but time to sit
yeah,
there and read and learn stuff. Like
yeah,
I used to sit in the shop with my laptop all day.
yeah,
All day. If I'm not cutting, I'm researching, doing something. Yeah, I mean, you got to expand your mind.
yeah.
And these days in time, it takes way more than one income
Oh
to
yeah,
do anything.
yeah.
Like,
I tell folks all the time, man. You gotta, you know, you gotta expand your horizon. And I'm thankful for the space that I'm in, man, in my mind. Even when I was, you know, moving around early on, you know, I've always, you know what I'm saying, been on to something. You know what I'm saying? But
absolutely,
yeah, I've always been on to something. So, you know, my thing is, like, you gotta always, you know, always prep yourself and always expand your horizon.
absolutely, man. So we're gonna go ahead and wrap this thing up in a couple more minutes, man. One of my last questions for you is, if you could tell the youth one thing, what would it be?
Oh man, stay persistent and stay consistent. You know, the thing is like, and don't give up. You know, I think a lot of times, like, when we working on something, you know, the day you quit, the next day may have been, you know, been your breakthrough. And so
Absolutely.
I would tell people all the time, man, just continue to work at whatever you're doing, because you don't never know when that breakthrough is gonna come, man. So you gotta always continue to move forward, you know, no matter what, you know, and don't be no follower. You know what I'm saying? I tell my son that all the time. We don't do no following, man. We leaders.
Nah.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like you a leader. You know what I'm saying? Like you a born
absolutely,
leader. You know,
absolutely.
and that's how that's just how I feel.
Absolutely, man. Well, listen, man, go ahead and tell everybody where they can find you on social media. Tell everybody where they can find you to book their consultation with you, man. Y'all make sure y'all go check this brother out. He has all the information that you need for anything real estate that you want. I promise you that, man. Go ahead and tell them where to find you at.
They can find me at beyondtheclippers.com. That's my website. Like I said, I offer project management, property locating. Like I said, I'm a real estate agent here in the state of Georgia. Also, you can book consultations through there as well. My IG is Beyond the Clippers _.
Absolutely, man.
Yep.
Listen, brother, it was an honor to do this interview with you. Thank you. Much blessings to your business and more to your family and all that, man.
I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you having me on your show, man.
Absolutely, man. When I'm
Yeah.
done, I'm gonna go ahead and send you the link and I'm gonna send you the video so you can do what you want to do with it. I'm gonna post it to my YouTube and all the podcasts as well, man. I'm gonna give you all the links. Man, I appreciate you, brother. Be blessed.
All right, you too, bro.
Absolutely.
All right.